Hey guys, what's up? It's Tetracide. This is a tutorial on properly using Fraps. This first screen here is for setting up for FPS, the benchmarking for when you have when you're in game here. What the benchmark essentially is it shows the actual FPS frames per second. That is, you know, when you're whatever you're looking at, if there's a bunch of people, it'll probably lower. When it's cleared out of, there's not much around the area, it'll be higher. So what this will do is it'll show your current FPS. I like to have it enabled. You can actually disable the option, but for when you have it enabled, it has it in just four of the corners, so you can't have it really anywhere else. For this display hotkey here is um, for when wherever you want it to go. So say you have it up here in the upper left hand corner, you press F12, it'll move over to over here, and if you press it again, it moves down here and again over here, and it just repeats the process. Not really a whole lot of details for this FPS here. Just a reminder that for if you're playing Ace Online, generally the screenshot key is F12 too, so you might want to change this if you're going to be moving the benchmark around. So definitely change that if you're going to be using it, or you can just disable it. For the movies tab, this is where pretty much all your options are. Say you go into change. What changes is you can select where you want to save your movies into. So click change, and it shows all your folders or whatever. For me, I have mine in my party drive here in the Fraps 2 folder, but you can have it wherever. What view will do is it will view the folder in which all your recordings will be in. I have a lot, obviously, and let's see. And this here, it just shows the directory where it's being saved in. For when you are actually starting the recording of your video, this is where you can set the key to. Pretty much, it's a hotkey, the video capture hotkey. I have mine set to insert, since I don't use that button all too often. To set it, you just click and say I wanted to use spacebar, which I really wouldn't recommend doing, but just say I did. You just press the spacebar and there it is. But like I said, I use insert because I don't really use it too often. You can disable it. I don't know why you would, but because you'd figure you want to use the option. For this half size, full size, you can full size is for if you want to just make full size videos and throw them up on YouTube, or if you want to go half size. I have it at half size just because I can, and honestly it doesn't really matter. Can't really read the text in for Ace Online when the chats are going on. So over here on the far right is the FPS, how the max amount that it can that it can use while you're in the game there. So say if you have 25 FPS and you have a low-end graphics card, that these might be your options here. If you have a higher end like mine, I have a 8800 GTS, soon to be different because it's crapping out on me here. You can actually change to a default or change to a higher setting that you're comfortable with. I have mine set to 250. I don't know what it actually is in game, probably close to around 120 or more FPS. Actually, when you're in game, it's going to show 60 FPS at that top on one of your corners there. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to show 60 FPS. I don't know why it does that, but just know that that's not the true FPS if you have it set higher, like I do. It's just going to show 60, but when you go through your recordings, it's going to show the actual FPS. For record sound. This is if you want to actually record all the sounds, all the explosions, gunshots. For whatever game you're playing, you can record the sound. If you decide to put a soundtrack like I do for this video here, do not record the sound. Leave this option as it is now. If you choose to record the sound, it has this option here, detect best sound input, which it generally does a good job at that. But since I don't use it, I disable it. For the screenshots, like I was saying, in-game is F12, and you can also do the same thing where you can change where you want them to be saved at, view the folder, so on and so forth. Hotkey, you can save it, or you can set it, or you can disable it. Recommended to use to save them as, because these are your extensions. JPEG, which is worldwide known as a file to use for images. PNG is also really good to use. Don't really recommend BMP. Not too familiar with TGA, but these two I would definitely recommend. Can't really show you in-game video footage here because I already tried doing that and it didn't work out to me very well. For Ace Online, it was kind of weird. Otherwise, I would show you. But another thing before I end the video here, there's not a time limit for when you can, for how long that you can record a video. Fatal Shot actually sent me a 5-minute video, which we're not going to use the whole thing. And that is, I think he said it was about 3 gigabytes worth of video. So it really all depends on how much space you have left on your hard drive for you to record video. As you saw, I had a bunch of videos in my save folder. So that is definitely recommended, is that you do start and stop, so that you go through all your videos, and you don't have to go through so much of recording that you only get the good parts. So just make sure that whatever hotkey you have set, that you use that to your advantage, and that you just, I guess, get the good parts. And if you do run out of space on a hard drive and you are recording, I've ran into this, the video will stop and you won't be able to record any more video, and you might have some PC issues. So that is that. And if you have any questions, I frequent the forums, or you can you can post here on YouTube, or shoot me an email if you have my email address. And that is the tutorial. Thanks for watching.